decision must be made. And get ready. The time has come for Casa Amor.
Hey you guys, welcome back to Romance Review TV with Lady T, and I have another recap for you guys. Love Island Season 8 episode number 26, and we have a double dumping, we have a romance that's taking full stride, or at least I think so. And then we also have Casa Amor. It's time. So before we jump into this, if you are new here, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications. If you like the video, smash the like button. And also feel free to drop a comment down in the comment section below. So let's jump into this. So following the results of the public vote, the group had to, whereas the safe girls were told to choose one boy to dump and the safe boys were told to choose one girl to dump. And what we found out, it was revealed that both out of the girls, because there was Danica, Antigone, and Tasha, and Jay, Charlie, and Andrew, after the deliberation from each side, both the guys and the girls, first off, there was Ekin-Su, who had to break the news to one of the guys. And that person that they chose to dump was Charlie. It was Luca's turn now to talk about who the guys chose to dump, and it was Antigone. And the interesting thing is she kind of looked at the girls and asked why, and they were shocked. Of course, they didn't want to see her go. I think she was like the main voice of reason in the villa. So they really had looked to her just in that past week. You know, she's only been there a week, but she made a big impression on the Islanders. So everybody said their goodbyes. And then, of course, we also had to say goodbye to both Charlie and Antigone. And it sent a ripple effect through the Islanders, or through the villa, because I mean, as much they didn't say, when it came to Charlie, they were sad to see him go. The biggest thing was Antigone. They really liked her, and from what I noticed, she seemed like the mother hen in the house when it came to the girls. So I could see why they, felt the impact. Somebody else also felt the impact too, and that was Tasha. Now, one thing about Tasha that we probably all notice is that she has these emotional highs and lows. And one of them is being because she has been, she was in the bottom. She obviously sees one thing with Andrew and don't understand why the public don't see the same thing. Well, what we've been seeing, whether it's production edits or not, is something else, and we'll talk about that. Danica went to the guys to also thank them for pretty much saving her from being dumped off the island. And pretty much their perspective was the fact that she has really been trying to make a connection. She just wasn't sitting back making this friendship island, and she's actually looking for love. Everybody is still talking about this dumping. I will say in this particular episode, it was long. Now, granted, it's the usual typical hour-ish episode, but they spent the better of the first 1/3 of this show talking about the dumping. and how sad people were. So it kind of dragged for me, this episode. I mean, even the guys were mulling over it. I'm like, dang, producers, you didn't have that much content for this episode. You could have just crashed right into Casa and let's get this thing jumping off. But I guess they have a method to their madness. So let's talk about Ekin-Su and Davide. So these two are trying to rebuild something. He's trying to play coy. He's making her work for it, but he did bring her morning coffee in this episode, especially after he had already said that he wasn't going to be doing all that and for her not to expect it. Now, maybe that's what it was. Maybe he wanted to bring down her expectation on it so that it would be genuine on his part. But she started making pancakes for him, and he was sitting back enjoying the moment. That was another thing I would say about this episode. Besides them being upset about who was dumped, they spent a lot of time on these two. And they were going back and forth. We had several scenes throughout this episode where they continued to go back and forth between Ekin-Su and Davide. Then we went back to Tasha. She is upset because she is still thinking about the fact that she can't understand that the public sees one thing and that she, sees something different with her relationship with Andrew. Now, we've been seeing her being hot and cold. So, of course, the fans are going to respond with what we see. Now, they had a great night the other day, but Tasha has been up and down. And even the boys in the villa notice it as well. They actually anticipating she came up on the chopping block, but they also said that the girls would be highly upset if Tasha got dumped. But instead of her being upset about this, just, work with what's working between you and Andrew. You got to stop the highs and lows. So we'll see if she does that. Now we're back on Ekin-Su, and she is trying everything and pulling all the tricks out of her pocket to impress Davide. First, it was the pancakes. And, of course, everybody is watching the two of them, both in this case, Andrew and Tasha and Luca and Gemma. And they're talking about this. And they also are talking about their current relationships. They're getting support because Tasha is still trying to get support based on how the public sees her. But a lot of their conversation is based on Davide and Ekin-Su. I mean, he's trying to get advice from India and Dami on whether or not he should, let his guard down. He really still doesn't trust Ekin-Su. And rightfully so, because everybody know what happened the first go round. But we do get a little bit of break. We have this scene with Jocks and Paige where they're talking about cheating. So, she asked how many times have he ever been cheated on. He said never. She was asked the same question by Jock. She said twice. And, they kind of talked about how that impact, what the expectation is of cheating. So that's what we got out of that particular scene. Back to Ekin-Su and Davide. I mean, she's giving him hand massages. She constantly just comes around kissing him. Now, she claimed that she wasn't giving no pressure. She might not be giving verbal pressure, but her actions, which of course we see Gemma and Luca is sitting in the cut laughing about, is showing otherwise. So she might not be saying, please get back with me, please get back with me. She's doing little things to kind of get him, kind of get a reaction out of him. He jumped up and took her in the pool. She's the one that's initiating all of the kisses. So I was like, can we get something else? So now there is a text message saying that the girls were going on a girls' night out. And, not knowing that they're about to walk into Casa Amor. But they were excited to kind of get a break from the guys. They said their cute little girls' night out. Goodbye. See you later. We'll be back. And the guys was like, excuse me, what are we going to do? Well, they arrive to their destination, which is Casa Amor. So it is time. And, I mean, this is the favorite part of the season because it does test the strength of the relationship. Now, there usually is a little bit of pain when you coming from an original couple and then you pick somebody from Casa Amor. So, much as people complain about, oh my God, I can't believe he turned his head, she cheated, whatever. This is what you sign up for, and Casa Amor is part of the deal. I would say, a lot of the girls were excited. Now, the girls coupled up. I'm surprised that they were over the moon excited. I would think that, now Gemma, she was pretty cool. But Danica, because she has nobody, I could see why she was excited. The guys have no idea what's going on. And in the process of it all, they get a text message that there were new boys coming into the villa. So we're going to talk about these new guys, who they are, and their ages. So the first one is Deji. Deji is 25, and he's an accounts manager from Bedford. I think he's a pretty attractive guy. Nice smile. So we'll see whose head he can turn. And then Josh is 22. He's a model from Essex. I would say a lot of them have baby faces. When I first saw the pictures, they look pretty young. And then next up is Jack. He's 23, who works in social media marketing from Dublin. So again, he looks really young. All of these guys do. So I don't know. Then we got George. He's 23, a laborer from the Cotswolds. And then we have Samuel, who's a model. He's a model from Manchester. And then last but not least, we got Billy. And, he is a roofing company director from Surrey. So we'll see if any of these guys will be able to turn their heads. The ladies' heads, they came into the villa. The girls seem really excited. So we are looking forward to Casa Amor. And this is what we kind of get a preview to for Sunday night in regards to the boys.
Sunday nights. Please welcome the new girls.
All right, so it looked like it is going to be a good one. Like I said, the boys in Casa Amor seems a little younger in the face. I don't know if that works for the older women, the OG girls from the villa. On the flip side, these girls that's coming in are extremely attractive, and I'm wondering if any of the OG guys currently in the villa is going to remain true to their OG partners in Casa Amor. So right now, we currently have Paige and Jax, Tasha and Andrew, India and Dami, Gemma and Luca and Ekin-Su and Davide. Danica and Jay is still a couple so far, but Danica, of course, haven't had the best luck during her time in the villa. Now, she's at Casa Amor, and hopefully, even though she tried to express getting to know the OG boys, she really haven't had any luck. I'm hoping that her luck is going to change out of all of the folks. That her luck is going to change by somebody coming into Casa Amor. Now, looking at those guys, I can't see that at this point, but who knows? We got to wait and see. On the flip side with Jay, I honestly believe he has a greater probability of being able to couple up with one of the new girls that's coming into the OG villa. So, looking forward to it. We got to wait a day, and we'll get to see what happens this coming week in Casa Amor. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.